as slowly as you want, or as, you know, that way
Yeah.
it's clear for you guys as possible. So that way it's fully ready to go.
Okay, so so repeat those parts then.
Oh my So, so for the front, we're going to be making the pork shoulder for butt steaks or butt roasts. Then you also have your picnic here for picnic roasts, which is good for pulled pork or just nice fresh pork roasts also that way. So then you have your ham hock here also, and because the ham hock is kind of right here, so we want to cut that much right there for your ham hock. And then some people save these pork feet for like once you sterilize them and clean them up, then you can pickle them and do for pickled meat and stuff like that, which is good. Some people like that, other people garbage.
So you actually put them in a jar?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Seriously?
So yeah, so some people, and that is
Yeah,
a
but
lot of.
after you pick them, you eat the jar? Or
Yeah,
you
well,
eat
yeah,
the
you
feet?
eat the jar and throw it that way.
So how much? But the toe comes off and there's meat inside the toe, or
Yeah,
what
there's
when they're
meat
pickled?
inside the toe, and what I'll do is I will split these also, so that you know when you run them through the saw, then it pickles better and stuff like that. So,
Okay. Yeah,
so-
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's pretty much to there looked after. Then you have your belly
Yes.
and your side ribs. Now, also next question for you: do you want boneless chops or do you want bone-in chops?
Well,
Do both.
we can do both.
Yeah.
We can do one
One
in.
side one
Yes,
way and one side the other way.
in.
Yeah. Now, and because some people prefer the boneless chops because it's easier to for consuming and stuff like that, and you don't have to work around the bones and stuff like that. And the bones can be utilized better another way, like for back ribs and for your side ribs. And then they also along the backbone and all of that kind of thing. A lot of people will use those backbones for stewing meat or for stewing up the meat
Yes.
and stuff
Yes.
like that.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
so-
Yeah.
yeah. So and you know, so sometimes you'll leave a little bit of extra meat on that backbone and stuff, so that way you have a good way of cooking it that way. Okay, let's begin. So we do have the meat saw here. If we want, we can slice it straight down the middle.
Okay, so the first thing we usually do is we just cut it off right here.
Yep. Okay, let's do that.
Yes.
And we cut it off right here, and then we cut it off down past the third rib.
rib.
Yes.
So then we just have this.
And then you have the three
Yeah.
pieces.
Yeah.
Awesome. Let's
It's
do that.
easier-
Works the same
It's
way.
easier to run it through
Yeah.
here if it's cut off.
Yes,
than the whole
yes.
So where's that
Yeah.
saw thing?
Which one?
The
The hand
backwards
saw?
one, backwards one.
one?
Well, out there. Can I get it? I can get it. Red extension.
Awesome.
I think it's sharp, I'm not sure.
Yep. Seems like it is.
Not the best, but.
Do
So
you
th-
save the fat
Yes.
Yes. We
Okay.
are big on fat.
Because we
and,
render all our
and
fat.
render all of the
Because
fat?
and when Levi butchers it, he already has taken out the inside.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, because it's easier when it's soft
Right,
versus when it's cold.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
And so then what you're going to do is you're going to cut it into thirds and then use the saw to split it in half.
Yes. Exactly.
No, they all do.
No, is it a girl?
Okay.
It's a boy pig.
Yeah, they all have nipples.
You want to start?
Oh, look at that.
You want second joint?
It's a boy pig.
Right here? Right? Am I
Yep, out there. That's good.
Yeah, we used to do a lot of manhandling.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Are you sure I'm at the second joint? Because I can feel the hip going right here. Out the cartridge.
You might have missed it, you mean?
Yeah.
Might have missed by one. You're right, that's good, yeah. Because that's your sirloin bone right there that you're cutting into. And sometimes they have a tendency to be a little stiff.
You might want to cut the bone.
You put the.
Mark likes the saw. He likes to cut
yeah.
everything.
Yeah, but
He likes to make a mess and everything. Just
when I
juicy.
brought up the conversation with him yesterday, he said he needed a knife and a meat saw. So
They do the front.
Okay, now we always mess up the third and fourth rib.
Yeah, so
So,
yeah, the best way to do it, you like,
is this? Do
So
you
there's-
take this one? Is this one?
yeah, well, so 1, 2, 3, right there. So
why
this
don't
one.
you give him the knife?
Exactly. I'm thinking exact same thing. I gave him a knife and then Mark was
So there's 1, 2,
2,
3.
3, so go
between-
4.
Okay, okay.
No,
Is this one or is this one?
this is 1. So 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
We can,
If
You
we
know,
mess,
if
if
we do,
we mess up this one, Levi, we go butcher another. one.
no.
if we do the third rib, we kind of always miss this bone right here.
This shoulder bone.
Yeah, but if
Yeah.
we go to 4, then we're way out. I
Yeah,
think. is
so
how
do-
we- how
do-
we
Usually we
Do
do
the three.
between 3 and 4.
do the 3.
Yes.
Do the 3. So 1, 2, 3. So we want to cut it about right through there.
Okay, need this?
That's, so yeah, so that's about where you want to go from there. So may as well cut that through there. Yeah, so that's, and then you may as, and then let's see, so that's 1, 2, 3, so that should be it right here. Watch your fingers over on the other side there. Okay, so right there. And we missed by 1. It should have been 1 more.
You can tell why.
Yep,
Because of why did you? How can you tell you missed?
because of the.
You hit the
of
shoulder
of the
blade.
shoulder blade
Okay,
bone.
so it's really between 4 and 5.
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
so.
Okay, I
But
guess, Levi, you're butchering another pig.
Got to start over.
Yeah, but can't we just go in here now between 4 or 3 and 4,
And just-
then it look like a big chicken steak?
There you go. Yeah.
That would be an idea.
Yeah, I guess cut him
It's a really big chicken.
And so now we run them straight through the saw.
Yeah, we can run it.
Okay, so what are you doing there, and why? Why'd you do that?
This works good for your
Okay.
cross meat and stuff like that. So yeah, string meat. Yeah,
So that was the end of the spine you cut out, basically.
That's
Okay.
exactly what. Yeah. So
Yes, that's one thing we usually don't do.
that's good. And we'll do the table with the at the same time. Right there. Do that also, right? Okay. That's perfect. Yeah, exactly that way. And that's the perfect way of doing it. That way you've got lots of nice meat on those, little bone. And this, you can either check it or, yeah, we'll go from there. Okay?
As far as I'm concerned, we chop too much on the pig.
Yeah?
Yes, definitely.
So did something just move there that needed to be adjusted?
Yeah.
Yep.
So we just
Who's got a plier, Linwood?
That's,
So you do this the same way?
yeah,
you don't-
same way we go.
I knew somebody had a
it's
plier.
okay, it's okay, Nathan. We have to move it anyways.
Yeah,
after a
that'd
while.
be good. Okay. So yeah, now you can also cut that right away. So get it all cut up and stuff right away. So.
Now, why did you cut that?
Yeah, it's just for speed and stuff. So yeah.
So then now you'll cut your feet and your hocks? Oh, the same one.
Do you want the feet?
We can do it just for doing.
Just to show you how. The easiest way to do pork feet, some people will push them through this way. The only problem is there's this muscle in here that will sometimes stretch and wham, put you right into the sock. So a lot of times meat cutters will do this way. Use that. And sometimes they'll cut them that way also, or leave them whole.
Yes, okay.
You want me to cut them in half?
Yes, yes.
Then what is that?
Pickled pig's feet?
Good. Awesome. Yeah.
You
so
know, the
that's
front. So that was the hams?
Those are the hams, yes.
Yeah.
So the hams are almost done.
So what do you use the hands for now? The way you process
Now,
it?
you can, two different ways for doing the hams. Number one, you can we can half skin them, like some of the processing plants and stuff like that. We'll take them from this point. They will half skin the some of this fat off, so that from there to there is skinned off, so that this fat can be saved down for rendering more, and then that way you can pickle them and brine them from that point. So that way they're good to go. Now, this bone right here
Okay.
is called the H bone, and what they will do also will take the H bone off, and it makes it for nicer for cooking when you're cooking the hams and stuff, because then you don't have to worry about going around that bone and stuff.
And they take it off by cutting it out or by sawing it
just
off?
by cutting it out and stuff.
Well, maybe after we're done with everything else, we'll have you take the edge spoon out of it.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely, and I'll do
Okay.
that for sure.
Can we leave this for now?
Yeah, we'll just leave those for now.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. It probably tripped, right?
Probably should. Yeah. I just wanted to talk about this for a moment and stuff. This piece of meat right here, this is called the riblet bone right here, and I'll do this right now. Where's the knife?
What do we call them, Susan?
We call these spare ribs.
Yeah, yeah, and these are also like the glorified spare, or the poor man's spare
Yes,
spares
instead of those.
instead of those ones.
Those are
So
the
these,
hallmarks always makes me to take out because I don't like doing it.
so we just want to take this bone off,
Yes.
and
They perfect your turkey carving skills.
yeah.
Wow, you make it look easy.
Yes, okay. Yeah. Well, that's actually the same way we do. Think about it.
Yeah, but the difference between him and us, he uses a sharp knife.
That's not very sharp then.
Yeah.
Joe, where's the, do you know what shots?
Listen, Jen, jag måste bättre börja
You have to dive down in a bit right
Yes.
there.
Yeah, because this is the neck piece and stuff, so it's always, so sometimes what they will do is, they will take this out,
Definitely, yes.
and then,
Joel also usually does this part.
yeah. And we used to get these all the time in the store.
That's blood
These
on the
these
spinal cord.
these riblets, and a lot of people are they would be, thank you. A lot of people would be very from the old country and stuff like that. They would want to they'd use them up, but so many people in today's society, oh, that's too much work, and no, they don't want
No, we
that.
always save those.
Yeah, and so they don't want them, and so then they'll just throw them away.
Because they're not perfect.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. No, so then once I finish with this, then I'll show you how we break this down and stuff. That way you still have all of the meat and stuff that you can use for soup and all of that kind of thing. So yeah, there's that.
So then you want to cut this one off of this one at the same
Yeah,
time?
I'll do the same with that one. So, put that over here for a moment.
You wanna touch up the knife?
Yeah.
Well, you might as well show us how to sharpen a knife too when you're at it.
Sure. 20-degree angle. 20-degree angle.
Okay.
On there.
Here
And
we
then-
thought you held the knife and done the handle.
Well,
That's
then
where we're
his
doing
theory,
wrong.
then his theory of sharpening knives is pretend you know what you're doing when you sharpen the knife.
Yeah,
That's his
like-
theory.
oh,
It's not quite correct.
Some people when they're cutting or when they're sharpening a knife, it's like,
That's bang.
but yeah, so 20-degree angle. Some people away. I'm always this way. And this way because the length of the steel to here, you want to try to do as much of the full distance as you can.
Use the whole tool.
Use the whole tool. Whether it's a small knife like that or a steak knife, you want to use the whole tool and try to get it that way. So yeah. And usually that's enough to just to do that and stuff. Okay. And I left.
Spare rib.
Okay.
There's one more spare rib here.
So yeah, I'll do that first. You can't see. Why not? Oh no.
Her eyes fell out.
There you go.
There we are.
You go behind these guys, so now you're taller.
I still say you need about a half a year in a butcher shop doing this.
Yeah,
And then you never forget.
well,
Well,
Or-
never mind the forgetting part. You will be a heck of a lot more proficient at it if you do it.
yeah, when you
continuously.
do it all the time, I mean, you know,
Like
this,
muscle memory.
yeah, these kind of things is second nature kind of thing, so. Yeah, we'll just get rid of some of that right now.
Know what we do with this stuff? We heat it
Chuck.
up.
Oh, you
no,
heat it up?
No, we heat it up and it cooks up with this stuff.
Soap or
Oh,
soup?
No,
yeah.
we don't, even the
Soap.
hide, we use the hide, we cook
Yeah,
soap with it. We
yeah.
don't throw anything out.
Oh, that's good, that's really good.
Soda.
Okay, so there's that, there's that. Okay, I will. So, let's get. Oh, yeah,
Can they stay up?
yeah, it's fine.
The green button on
The
top.
green-
With the angle where you can see where he's aiming at.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Story. Be careful when you cut the pork feet because of that muscle inside of there. As I say, it sometimes
Use this.
snaps. And use this. Sometimes people don't do that. When I was first learning how to do it, I didn't.
Okay.
And one snapped and my hand, bam, right into the saw blade. It took my watch strap right off.
Okay, okay.
If I wasn't wearing my watch, I would have lost my hand.
No. That's a good.
So,
That's a good practice, like it's
Yeah.
safety.
for sure, for sure. Okay. That's good, that's good. That's, okay, this is your picnic, right here,
Okay.
and this is your butt.
Okay.
So we want to cut, because I missed by one bone,
Yes.
so I'll be cutting into this bone right there a little bit. It should be a little bit farther out and stuff, so just so that you're aware of that. So. So, because
This is more towards your pork hock, so this is what you call your picnic.
this is the picnic,
Yes, okay.
correct. Now, two ways of doing it: leave it whole, just
Okay.
like this,
Okay, yes.
and it's good to go just like that. A lot of people leave the skin on the picnic. On the pork butt, they always take the skin off.
Oh, okay. Any particular reason why?
The reason why they leave it on the picnic is because that is where the picnic is a little bit more leaner than the pork butt.
Okay.
And so if you leave the skin on, it gives you a little bit more fat
Yes.
for the cooking.
And this is the reason I like this when it comes to make pulled pork.
Yes.
Because it's more marbling here. And
Absolutely,
It's moister. Yes.
absolutely. And that's why that right there is one of my favorite steaks. When I cut pork steaks, I'll buy pork steaks more than I'll buy
These ones.
these ones.
Okay. Okay.
Just because the fat content in there makes them more flavorful.
Because these have a tendency to be in the dry side.
Be drier.
Yes.
Exactly.
Because of the wider meat.
The right,
Yes.
exactly. Now, also with the picnic, some people leave them whole, just like this. Other people will cut them in half.
Oh, okay.
Now,
I guess it depends on their portions, right?
yes, exactly. I'm going to show you this one. If you're going to cut it in half, you want to lean closer over to the hock end.
Okay.
So it's not actually in half, because half would be here.
Yes.
And, but, so you want to be closer to the hock end.
Why?
I will just move this.
Yeah, so let's put that down a little bit, perfect.
If we don't need it for higher.
Yeah, we don't need it for higher now and stuff, so for there. So, if you cut it in half, when you cut into it, the bone will be bigger and uglier looking and stuff, so for show, for retail, people go, oh, that's ugly because it doesn't look pretty. You know? So, if you cut it, lean it more on the hock side, and you want to, it's not quite on a center, because the bone kind of goes through at this angle, like this, not straight. So it kind of goes through this angle, so you want to have it sort of like that, and then when you cut it, sorry. Now you got a little bit of a smaller bone.
Okay.
I missed it a little bit. I missed by maybe that much to make it a smaller bone for this side.
So instead of cutting through the bone like croco, you just cut through it. I know what he's saying now.
Yeah, okay, okay. So yeah, so there's your 2 pork picnic roasts, and then basically the only thing you have to do is clean it up a little bit here, trim this a little bit up, and those are ready to go. They're done.
Okay. We'll put those over there.
Okay.
So Susan,
Hello.
in our way of cupping pork, where would this fit in and where would that fit?
Okay.
Or
We
this
always.
split in half or this not split in half?
Okay, well, okay, what we would probably do with this, we could make quite a bit of sausage. This
Yeah,
would end
that's
up
what you-
sausage.
that's
And this
perfect for
would, this would
sausage.
always end up as pulled pork.
Yes.
Yes. But
Absolutely.
I've honestly never thought of doing steaks from this.
Yeah. And
Actually.
the steaks turn out so nice.
Yeah, but how would you do steaks from this?
Okay,
Well,
I'll show you.
Like which way would you cut them?
Okay,
First,
let's
you
take.
probably have to
Yeah,
skin.
let's take the fat off first.
And you would call these shoulder steaks, correct?
Yes, shoulder steaks, correct. So you take the fat off here. Oopsie. There, and that's good for rendering down all of that up. So there's your. Now for pork steaks, usually you have this a little bit longer and stuff.
Yes.
We messed up. I messed up on this. So that way you just have this much a little bit longer. You would cut the pork steaks from this end and cut them down this way. So this is the back shoulder part right here. So the easiest way to remember to cut it into steaks is this shoulder has to be parallel with this, or 90 degrees to the saw.
Okay.
So,
And then you saw them.
and then you just, yes, you saw
What
those.
we would usually do was put this in the freezer until we're probably done with
Yeah.
most of the meat. It's a little bit stiff.
Yes.
And it cuts way better.
Yes.
That's how
Yeah.
we usually do it.
So yeah, so yeah.
What
so
is
those,
the best way to cut a pork steak? Thick or?
What do you prefer?
I usually cut them around a little bit over a half an inch.
Half an inch, 5/8.
So 5/8.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, that sounds.
That's
normal.
usually what I cut them. And as I say, like this pork is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, these would be very, very flavorful steaks. Really, really.
It's not beautiful. It comes out of the
Hmm?
pan.
It's
It
a
doesn't shed.
Yeah.
But we leave this as a,
Yeah.
as a pulled pork.
Yeah, for
Yes,
pulled pork, just
for-
leave it just like that, and that's good for.
And the way to probably also to remember it, the meat runs like this, so you cut your cheese
Yes,
like this.
exactly, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, so there you go, that's done.
Okay. So the picnic and the pulled pork is right here in this.
There you go.
Can I have another question for you?
Yes.
We usually need, because it's boned in, 19 pounds of roast.
Okay.
I've heard some people tell me, of course, since we have discussed this idea over there, use this as a roast.
Yeah.
Is there a way you can debone it so the whole thing becomes a roast?
Yeah, yeah, you can.
Okay.
Do you want me to show you how to do that?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Okay, sure. Let's take the hocks off first.
First, yes.
Watch out, Adelaide. Every saw is different.
That's a lot of horsepower to cut them.
Yeah, that's why it's safer to use that because you're utilizing a lot of horsepower. That's why they would snap into the saw.
Yeah.
That much easier. The switch is supposed to be there. Okay, now let's come over here and we'll cut this guy. So let's turn it over. So let's.
Janelle, come left.
So what made you determine that cut now? Like,
I just.
It's getting heavy.
Yeah, it's basically just splitting it.
Just
Yeah.
not as much to work with.
Exactly.
Fight with.
okay.
Yeah.
The rest is still coming
Okay, the video's been going now for 3 minutes. You took 3 minutes to do all of this.
Really?
33.
33 minutes, yeah. Okay, yeah. Obviously, we're not talking too much. We're talking
Or you're
too
not
much.
talking enough.
You have to work while you're talking.
Yeah. Well, they always tell me at work to shut up. I talk too much.
Sharper knife would help too.
Yeah, this one does need to be a little bit more sharper.
I'm not making any promises, but
We'll try.
that's worse.
Yep.
Cutter might have looked a bit brighter, but
This is not really a boning knife, but
That's a little bit better. Okay, for boning this out for doing whole, first off, let's get rid of this. Well, I'm going back to number 1.
the black one.
the black
The
one.
black one.
Was it the black one?
Yeah.
Okay. So the easiest, no, because you're leaving this as a full piece for a whole roast for a big family dinner or whatever, start with the blade and peel the blade back this way.
You're talking about the shoulder blade?
Yeah, this is the shoulder blade right here. And some people cut it from the other direction, but I find I cut it this way.
Along the bone would be probably
Yeah,
better.
along the bone.
That's-
For
that's
me, that
Your
is,
guideline.
yeah, it's your guideline and stuff. And so
See,
then,
Susan usually wants us to leave meat on the bone so she can use it for soup bones.
yeah.
Well, Levi, if you
But if you need the whole roast, you can.
yes,
Yeah.
you can't do that.
Yeah.
Or you shouldn't do that, I guess.
So yeah, so then,
So it's an argument between the butcher and the cook.
yeah,
pretty
yeah, yeah.
Good thing in retail the cook isn't there.
Yeah, and that's the thing. So as a meat cutter in a store, you have to be the one that, okay, I'm making the decision for the cook.
So that's why we bought you here. You have to be the mediator between the cook and the butcher.
He's across the table from both of them though, huh?
So yeah.
I only do the killing. I don't do this. I try and get out of it, but I never do.
Yeah.
Well, and for me, I'm horrible at the killing. I don't know how to do it. So I leave that for somebody else to do. So there's the knuckle right inside of there. And this is always hard to play with and stuff, is to go around and in through that knuckle. So I always, yeah, that knuckle and the joint there. And so you go in through there, get that, and then bring it out. And come on, let go. There you go.
That's
the Wow. bone
I usually end up doing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
And-
the one.
That's, I'm out of practice because that's pretty sloppy.
But when he cuts in, it just goes square.
Well, we need the meat for soup.
See?
Yeah.
Why did I just say?
Yeah. Okay, and then now, so we go over to where there's the bone right there. And so just cut it straight down this way. Try to cut it fairly close to where the bone lies, kind of thing.
Yeah, because obviously if you use this for roast, you might possibly be tying it up again.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Definitely.
Do you have butcher string here?
Yes, I think we do.
It's probably
Because I can show you how to tie.
Well,
I have a feeling this is gonna be better.
You might as well show us everything you can.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know about
Was
that.
this feeling right?
I scrape my.
Okay.
So the next time, Nathan, you bring an uncle, make sure you can sharpen knife. Show us.
Yeah, he was complaining about my knives and wanted me to. He said, oh, you should have brought the sharpener.
Yeah, I was gonna bring my sharpener up and stuff, and I forgot. So the next time I come northern Alberta, I'll bring my knife sharpener up. So I can come over here and sharpen your knife.
Good idea.
Oh, there's a couple. I cheat and I just use an electric one. and stuff. So yeah, so there's that ready to go. And then you tie it up just like that.
yes, a little bit this way or not?
This way.
Yeah, okay.
The reason is because the pork bone was that direction, and that's your top part of where the neck was right there. So you want to have that. Sorry, this way. Sorry, that's your shoulder right there.
Because when it comes to the cutting part, you would cut it like this.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct. So then you tie it like that. So that's good to go.
So if you would cook this, when you're finished cooking it, what do you do with the string then? Would you cut it, the string, before
cut.
you start cutting the meat?
Some people do. Some
Okay.
people don't.
Like it wouldn't fall apart, would it? No.
Well, it will a little bit anyway.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
the reason why you tie a roast or tie this is just to keep it together inside the roasting pan.
Yes.
So once it's cooked, cut the strings. It doesn't matter because you're going to be.
It's not
slicing
gonna run
it.
off us. It's not gonna run on or off on us because the boom is gone.
Correct.
So we're not tying it because
Yeah,
of
good.
fear it'll run off.
Right. Because you're tying it up for aesthetics
Okay.
to make it look pretty.
Okay.
Yeah. That's bottom
But the
line.
thing is, if it's tied up, it's heck of a lot easier to handle it
Yes.
instead of having stuff flopping all over the place.
Correct,
Yes.
correct. Yeah, it's easier to put it into the oven this way than having it. like that. I forgot one
Makes
bone here.
sense.
It's a good thing you did that then.
Yeah, what a run off.
There. Now we can.
There we go.
Good.
Okay.
Number one, number two. Now.
Okay, I'm gonna stop and start. So that's 40 minutes.